Hello. I am late. Hey, Kim. How is everyone? And I'm live on YouTube, X, and Facebook, I think. And Allison is going to join us after her call. Hey, Connie. How are you? Hey, Ron. Good to see you, Ron. And Ron's in our group, and Kim's in our group, the Reality Shifters, our private community. If you want to go on YouTube, that would be awesome. And you can comment on there. But I'm going to just start. I'm just trying to be on TikTok because that's where my stream really is. And then we're going to be going on YouTube, and I'm going to do it consistently so that you guys can look forward to it. And I'm going to start talking. I love it, Connie. We're going to start talking. And so if any of you guys are interested and want to be a part of this, I'm just going to be having conversations live about ascension, about what we're going through. One-on-one, I'm going to be interviewing Nick. He's just one of the reality shifters on Saturday. It won't be on Saturday, but I'm going to be, well, maybe it will, but I'm going to be interviewing him and at 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. So we're just going to have organic conversations about this time that we're going through. See, there's only 9 people in here because I have all these penalties. If you guys can like the live and participate in it, that would be awesome. Because if people aren't interested, but I've lost so much stuff. Oh, let me see my chat. If there's somebody chatting. Oh, hey, Danielle. Yay. Danielle's on my YouTube. Let me write. Yeah. So Danielle's one of them that she wants to come on here. So I'd love it if all of us people that are awakening to the new timelines on these higher timelines want to come together and just chat, and we'll chat on the lives. And eventually they'll start getting really busy because people are waking up and they want this information. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just on here and just dealing with this being banned and stuff all the time. But I can tell that things are changing and I want to be available to you guys. Okay, awesome, Danielle. Yeah, so Danielle, I'm going to go, basically I'm going to do it like this, where I go live on my restream and I just send you a link and we kind of have a topic. Oh, hey there, Mighty Chris. How are you? Mighty Chris talks to me on X, which I love. Definitely I'm on X. So really X and YouTube. I'm really like commenting on X. I'm still not like in it because I don't know. I don't know how to be, but I'm live on there now. Yes, they are. Stay strong. Oh yeah, I will always stay strong because we know that the light has won and the light is ahead no matter what you may be seeing. Okay. And those of you that see what I'm talking about, that's why you don't ask me, where do you get this information? Because you see this. This is what happens when you balance the right and left brain, or the divine feminine and masculine. Been meditating out in the sun today. Nice. I love that. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? So what else? Do you guys have any questions or any thoughts, or where are you guys at in your ascension process? Are you guys all got your plans? Other streamers are saying stop paying credit cards and mortgages. Okay, so there's something going on about, I am doing well, Jeanette, and I always love seeing your face, and I love seeing your videos of your beautiful face. And of course, I've got your owls. Jeanette's in here. She's just a gal that she was one of the reality shifters. She's one of my Canadians, and she got me a beautiful owl. And she has a Palladian wheel and a tapestry, and it is so awesome. Yes, you got your plan. I'm just curious on how we're supposed to pay these bills off the system. Okay, well, the system is going to be changing. Okay, so we're going to be going to a new system. It's not really a system, it's a decentralized system. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about this in more Willy Wonka terms because of whatever. I don't know. There's something I'm not allowed to say or trigger something. Um, I don't really think that there's going to be. I think that they've managed to work things in such a way that I don't think that it's going to be this big catastrophe. If you have Starlink satellite, you're not going to lose internet. So a lot of people have that. You're not going to lose internet and you may not lose it. Moving into moving into crypto. I love my tapestry from you. I have the same owls. Oh, you do, Jeanette? Nice. I love that. We're connected. Well, and Jeanette, I gave you my tapestry, so it has my energy, and I awoken to so much. I heard the same thing. It came from the lady that. Okay. Oh, the lady does the guiding light thing. Okay, so my information doesn't come from. It's not information that is repeated amongst the masses. And first of all, with that particular information, everybody can stop. I've already been doing that. Okay. I love it, Jeanette. I stopped paying, my husband lost his job in September and he still continued to pay the mortgage for a couple months. But then I'm like, just stop paying it. This system is fake. It's not even running. I know it's not running. Just stop paying it. We need to keep that money because we don't know how long it's going to be until you either work or other things happen. Well, it's been 10 months now. So we're not paying that. And the credit card companies, I'm having experience with Citibank. I'm having experience with Amex. Also experience with loans. Speaking of, oh, actually, that was the gold and silver place calling me because I'm getting all my gold and silver sent here. Yeah, so all this stuff is illegal, foreclosures, whatever. It's all illegal. Okay. We're not registering our vehicles. We don't have current tabs. My husband got pulled over yesterday and he was pulled over 2 months ago and got a ticket. And today, this morning, he was supposed to go to court. It's like, because some guy that has a police badge says he's like us. Okay, he can't tell me anything. I don't know. Are they charging you fees and late payments? It doesn't matter because if things flip, we get our when things flip and we get our birth certificate money. Okay. So like Amex, I tried to pay. We were trying to keep up with the Amex card and they went and closed all of our Amex accounts and still call us daily and say, oh, your account's closed, but we still want you to make this payment. Good. Do it all you want. And with the cell phone, you don't have to. I don't answer any of the calls. I don't answer any of the calls. I don't answer any of the emails. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? The system does not exist. They are desperate to get money from as many people as they can at the end. Had 2 credit cards written off recently, 3 or more about ready to do the same. Exactly. When it gets sent my everything to create this to show that this is a new template. This is a new template that some people are being awakened to. And so all these people, no, I'm not still using my credit cards. How would I be? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally living off of what I have in my home and my gold and silver that I have, that I'm like trying to decide right now if I should take a portion of it and open up a brick and mortar, my little store, tea house, restaurant thing I want to do. But it just doesn't feel like the right time, because we're still got to go through this physical event. We still got to do this physical event. We still have to set up this physical event. So whatever this is going to be, this energetic event. Okay, I want to try to turn this so I can just look at both cameras. No, yeah, we're totally going to be fine. What? Wait till it's over. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, give me your insight. So like Anderson County, it's like everything around here feels like it's just falling apart. Don't sell what? Don't sell the gold. But I was just thinking, like, I could lease something for a year, and just pay for it outright. Something big is supposed to happen today in Chicago to speed this up even more. Ooh, nice. I am expecting something in Chicago and Seattle and California. Yeah, hold gold and silver. Yeah. I just think that we got to hold tight. We're going through our food reserves. Thankfully, I don't really eat that much. So, and it's brought us to this point where it's not like we need that food. We don't need. No, I'm not saying anything's happening in Seattle right now. I'm saying that somebody said something's supposed to happen in Chicago, and Chicago, Seattle, California, those areas, Texas, are all, all kind of in the mix. Oh, Niger, that's where I'm from, is Washington State. I'm from the Western Washington. Exactly. I have my garden. I just replanted more seeds. You guys know how fun this is. So listen, you guys can do this. You can just I've been buying seeds for 5 years, but just every time you go to the store. So here is bok choy and lettuce. So I'm going to be planting these in the fall. But you just literally get your dirt and get your fertilizer and get a container and just push seed. You just push the seeds in, okay? And do herbs, flour, and a food. That's what I do. I create this my own way. So it's like, this is beautiful lettuce. So you can grow lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers, and carrots. All like this packet of seeds is like $3. Because I don't buy GMO seeds. These are all organic. These are from Baker Seeds. These are heirloom seeds, which if you can get heirloom seeds, you want to do that. It is fun to see things grow. And I'm telling you, yeah, turnips. I'm telling you guys that when you cook with your own food, when you make a meal that's your own. So my thing that I want to grow that I haven't successfully done. Now, of course, I've been only here for 4 years, but I want to, and I'm learning vigorously about growing garlic. I want to grow tons of garlic. What do you mean? What's the new timeline? What does that mean? But yeah, I have all these poppies to plant in the fall. Did you know that poppies could even look this gorgeous? Look at this. It's like, I forget that I'm on this other one and I need to be facing it. But look at this one. So I'm planting all of these in the fall and I'm super excited. I'm experimenting with container gardening on the patio. So much fun. Oh, I know. I love container gardening. I love your 144, Jeanette. Also, look, you guys, look into, and there's some advanced things coming out to do hydroponic indoor gardening, because I still want to do that. Planter garlic between the end of September and the end of October. Yes. But I want to do a whole bunch, and I want to know how to dry it, and I want to know the whole process. If you'll hurry, first week of August for turnips. Okay. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna plant that kind of stuff in, because it's so warm here. We can plant basically all year here. So I just planted more zucchini, more cucumbers, cantaloupe, whatever. We're planting a lot of stuff for the bunnies too. Because the bunnies like cucumbers. If you'll hurry, first week of August. Okay. But yeah, that's what I am working on, is, just doing that, just living that way. And that's, everybody's going to be choosing that. You're going to either be choosing the transhumanism kind of cyborg route, or you're going to choose the natural route, the natural human. Okay. So I'm on that timeline. Wu Wei. Yes. No, I'm not in Eastern Washington. I'm in South Carolina. Upstate South Carolina, which makes a big difference because it's a whole nother world in Charleston. It is like a paradise here. Yep, get XRP and XLM. In fact, woohoo, I just read an amazing article this morning. Oh, what is this? Oh, I missed some kind of a call that I had. I think I don't know what this is. Somebody is saying that they have a call with me. Anyway, let me go back there. An article about, hold on. Sorry, you guys. I want to read it. Oh, I was reading about which countries are on BRICS, and that we're on, they're using XRP. So I was reading about that this morning. Through Yandex. If you want some good information on all of this, go onto Yandex. I heard that you're not supposed to buy digital currency now. What is digital currency? I don't know what that means. First of all, you do what you want to do. I'm not buying anything though. I've already done everything. What about tokens working with XRP? What about other tokens working with XRP? What does that mean? Yeah, no Bitcoin. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? And I'm also on YouTube and X and Facebook. And I have just Danielle on YouTube, which is fine, which I love it. So yeah, no Bitcoin. Bitcoin's tied to the cabal. Nope, I'm not on Telegram. Anybody who talks to me on there, not on there. Not going to talk any further about it because of identity theft. That's why I was banned for a week. Because they said I was one of the scammers. Yeah, and don't be fooled about the Mr. Trump character talking about Bitcoin and all of that, because you've got to decode it. You've got to read between the lines. You've got to take a 40,000-foot overview, and every single thing he says, okay, is orchestrated, is part of this ascension this great awakening that you're having, it is all divinely orchestrated for you to see that we all have the divine spark within us and we're all connected by it. Okay. And once you realize that, then you realize who you are, and you realize you can do whatever you want, and you realize how powerful you are, and all this knowledge of how to, because the things that come to your mind once you awaken to this level to do are like, you don't know how you would do it. So things get brought to you like XRP, XLM, people come in your field and you need to listen and look into what they're talking about. And if you are sitting here, is Mark Z of the light? I don't know who Mark Z is. Like I do, like I know the name, but I can't think of who it is. But what do you think? Do you think he is? What does your heart say? What are you feeling towards that person? If that's what you want to do. Where is he? Is he on YouTube? He is not. Oh, I got to look him up now. Let me look him up. Is he on YouTube, you guys? I know who he is, I bet. You're not talking about Mark Zuckerberg. You're talking about the original Mark Z. I mean, I'm just glancing at him. Oh, hey, Eagle, how are you? I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, how are you doing? I think he's talking about the Facebook guy. What? Okay, bye, Tennessee. What? He's talking about Mark Zuckerberg? No, he's on YouTube. It's this guy. This guy. Yeah? No, the money guy? Is he not the money guy? It's the original Mark Z. Eagle, do you know who Mark Z is? Hey, Susan. I mean, I don't listen to anybody but myself. Oh, it is him? Okay. I don't listen to anybody. I only go by my internal knowing, which is connected to the divine. And so that is the information. So when you ask me about these people, I don't know. Yay, I love it, Eagle. And I know that. I know that about you. Because it's like there's this divine thing when you're connected, when you know that spark lives within you and you know that we're all one. It doesn't matter who anybody is. Okay. Once you know who you are, it doesn't matter who anybody else is. Ismael Perez. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I think he's false light. He goes after women. He preys on women's, like all that succubus energy. Sorry, I wasn't talking about. Oh, I know, RTB. Really talk about him more. This is just my opinion. It's not, whatever. But it really bothers me in a way. Oh, you're on YouTube now? Oh, hey, Steph. I see you on there too. And Penny. Yay. So yeah, I'm over on YouTube, you guys. So if you guys, everyone go over there and start populating it. And if you're not following me on YouTube, please do. Because once I get to 1,000 followers, it can be more a part of my business, which I need it to be. Because I need people to know about my frequency healing. I need them to know because it's so great. Do you think XRP will flourish in 2025? Yeah. Yeah. What's your YouTube? We got to do an interview. Oh yeah, Eagle, let's do it. Cause I'm now, my YouTube is raw with peace _Monica. And I'm on there now. I follow you, Eagle, on YouTube, but of course you wouldn't necessarily be able to find me because there's tons of fake accounts. But yeah, I'm doing interviews now. I'm just going to be my casual self and get on here and just talk about all of this, whatever we want to talk about. Like you and I were more connected about whatever, Ascension, XRP, how did we find out about it? What was our stories? That kind of stuff. I feel like people really would love to hear that. So yeah, if you want to do something together, I would love it. And it can be put on both of our channels. I do need to get I was looking at it last night. I'm like, I've got to get the thumbnails and an intro and outro done. And I was looking at AI software that would do it for me. Canva. Yeah, I was watching a video on Canva and I just don't want to actually I don't want to actually do it. You could help me? Like I want to have my face on there and like one template for all the videos. I don't really know. So what I'm doing is I'm going live through Restream and I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and X through there. And unfortunately, TikTok doesn't I can't get TikTok on here, and I wish. It's super easy. I know it was super easy, but I just was like, I'd spent a day dealing with somebody that couldn't figure out their app for my healing thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to click around tonight, but I really want to get can I go back, Eagle, and change my, so basically I have my videos under my live, but can I go back and change it to nice thumbnails and stuff? Because right now they're really, it looks so amateur. It's so amateur. You can send me some examples. Yeah, I thought I could. And I'm like, okay. And I thought, okay, I could go on Fiverr and just have somebody, can you please make these up? But now that I'm living, ooh, thank you. We made our live goal on TikTok. Didn't even realize it. Super nice. Yeah. So I'm going to get that so it's more professional, because I really think that even though it's crazy, I feel like people have been doing TikToks and they don't have like good camera, or they're not good lighting, or they're showing up in their underwear or whatever. And I really want to be, I don't want to be wasting anybody's time, and I want to be adding value. But I feel like the creators that are like us, Eagle, that are been on social media in different ways, forms, and we're doing okay, but we're not, we don't have 1 million followers. They don't let us get to 1 million followers. I think we're going to be the new leaders in social media. How do I talk to you over on YouTube? You go in the chat. Oh, hey, Diana. I'm reading on Diana. Her Rebecca, Psalms 91, but this is me, Monica. I'm so happy after months I finally got connected. Yay, I'm happy too. Abundance is a condition of my life. That is our motto, or our saying here over at the Reality Shifters. Yeah, I totally see it, Eagle, because especially with this whole thing, and there's certain people, which I want to ask you offline, Eagle, about. There's certain people that think that they're just like running away with the baton and being the leaders and putting their egos forward. And the only reason why I want my information to be seen is because I know that it will change their life, and that it comes from the Almighty. And I know that it is amazing. And I see everybody hurting and unnecessarily and all this. And the answers to all of this, to get out of this, are so simple. And you just have to be like, I am going to believe that this is an orchestrated, planned out awakening, ascension, in order to bring me into in order to bring me into the new earth. I'm going to believe that that's true. It's going down Thursday. Well, it's going down right now. I'm trying to connect on YouTube, but I can't for some reason. Oh, I don't know. I'm also on X and Facebook just because I want to be everywhere I can. You can't find the chat. You can't find a chat on YouTube. It's just under. So let me see. So when you go to YouTube, and a lot of people are starting to talk about it. So you go to YouTube and see where it says comments. So before, or there should be a chat box over the dark quotient. Okay, sorry, I don't know. I don't see myself live. Oh yeah, no, I am. I don't know. Somebody on here, because I don't know what view Kim has. You guys, I don't know. You don't see any chat box. Well, their chat is only for live. Well, I'm live. I'm live on YouTube right now, and people are chatting on YouTube. And you guys can chat amongst yourself too. I'm so interested in XRP and XLM. I need to get wallet so I can start making moves, in particular video, or you could recommend. It'd be so grateful. Okay, so Diane, just to make sure, just to make sure, Dan, though, that you know that I will never, ever, 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 ever send you a message and talk to you about this subject. Okay. And I will never send you to Telegram, and I will never send you an email. I will never call you. So Danielle says that her chat is at the bottom. But I chat on live YouTubes all the time, so I don't know where it is. Yes, exactly, Nadia. Okay, so listen, Diana. So if we have time, I don't know. Okay, right in this moment you do, but there's things that you need to do. Okay, with the whole thing I said that I'm not going to be messaging you. So when somebody that looks like me and sounds like me contacts you, just block them. Okay. But you want to go get a cold wallet. This is what I would do immediately, like today. Okay. If you wanted to do this. Forgot what you said yesterday, pet scan. Do I make a video on Roxy and her birthday on my TikTok? Or should I text you her? No. You'll just put, Penny, you'll just put the pet scans. You'll just put on, I got to put a section. Maybe I can get Allison to do it for me, but I need a section where you guys just put your picture, the animal's name, and birthday. Okay. Because I can't commit to doing it when I say I will. I have to just be able to do it when I can. But back to what I was talking about, cold storage. Yes. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you. That's awesome. You want to get a cold storage wallet. You want to get a cold storage wallet. You don't care that it costs $139. Okay. You need to find it and you need to get it. This is if you want to invest in this part of the new economy. Okay. While it's literal pennies. So I'm going to give you a couple ways to do this. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple ways to do this. So this is the traditional, or this is the classic way, or the way that you would do it. But I'm going to tell you a little secret too, that all of you that are walking around, with your mufflers hanging off, scraping on the road, and you can't get gas, a full tank every time. Okay, those people that are watching on TikTok, which I doubt are in my group, but you never know. They need to know. I'm going to give you guys a tip as well. Okay. So cold wallet. You have a link for a cold storage wallet? Okay. Tell me what you mean. And if we want to refer them to you for the link. But You want to do either a ledger.com. So let me explain what a cold wallet is, why you need one, why do I say that, why not keep it on the exchanges, what is an exchange, what is a hot wallet? I call it a hot wallet. I don't even know if it's called that, but that's what I call it. Like an Exodus wallet, okay? That is, so if you buy your items on Coinbase, we'll just use Coinbase. You purchase your tokens, whatever they may be, okay? Yes, I love Descent Wallet. So we're going to talk about all these different wallets. Say first we're talking about kind of like the what I call like the hot wallets or the exchanges, okay? You're buying your tokens on an exchange, okay? And you get to exchange fiat right now for this. This is such and this is they've done this for you. They've given humanity this opportunity and it is unbelievable. Okay. I bought XRP when it was 5 cents. Okay. This is unbelievable. This is divine information. And that's, I get so excited about it. So if you're seeing this and you're doing this, you are literally this is everything that happens. I believe everything happens for a reason. Okay. You're given information for a reason. So if you buy your tokens on Coinbase and just leave them there then when we flip over to the new internet, well, one, you don't own them if they're left on there. Okay. You like agree to that. So you don't own them if they're left on Coinbase. Now, the only reason you would leave them on, whether you use Coinbase or Uphold, we'll just talk about two, because the other ones, I don't, Uphold, I believe is under white hat. When I say white hat, I just mean like the positive timeline kind of people. Whereas Robinhood, I feel like is from the dark side. Yeah. So Uphold is Uphold, but it's still just think of Uphold or Coinbase, whatever. Think of it as like like an ATM, or like a place to do a transaction. Would you leave your money in the ATM? Well, we do, but you know what I mean. Would you store your gold and silver across the street somewhere? No. Okay. So what you want to do, and this is because the internet, we are going off of the cabal's internet. We are. And we're going on to a quantum, and they're already infusing it in because Starlink this is already here. So there's nothing for me to like say it's true. It is. We're living in it. Haven't you seen all this AI stuff that's like, whoa, come up. Okay. So you don't own it. And when the internet flips over to the non-cabal internet, okay, there is a high likelihood that you will lose everything. Oh, really, Connie? Okay, well, guess what? The AI is Q. Okay, the AI is Q. Here's a Q Gospels. So it's like you guys, when you guys realize what this is, you know how the devil was running things? You know how the light let the dark have its moment? Yeah, and the dark got real cocky thinking that they got enough souls and that they could do whatever they wanted to us. But they didn't realize there's way more of us light beings that woke up to who we are, and we're shining a light on all the darkness, and it's all being lifted up and going away. So back to this, because XRP, I believe, is spiritual. This is a spiritual thing. And the people that find out about XRP early, they found out about it in such a wild way. And they weren't people necessarily like they all have these amazing stories. And they all tend to be people that have a heart, that like are real people and they're connected. And they like there a lot of them are people that just knew like something's going on and they just buy and hold. Yeah, they don't like us. Yeah. And there's very few, but there's more and more coming. So when we're talking about, I just want to say all this, my son says it's like ridiculous how I make everything so like heavy and spiritual. Okay, but this is actually like the glory. This is like this is so emotional. So the people that are really invest in these new tokens, they're the people that they're going to be the new 1%. They're the people that have the humanitarian projects. They're the people that have a heart of gold. They're the people that walk around the streets of Vegas, Chicago, wherever, and give the shirt off their back to the homeless person, or gives them whatever they have. Those are the people that are finding out about this. And they're the people that have what it takes. So yeah, there's going to be some people that get into XRP at this time that are doing it purely for like they're like, oh, I want money. I heard it's going to be worth this much. And whenever somebody's saying like, oh, XRP is going to be worth this much, what you're talking about dollars? Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't make sense. So back to the cold wallet. Okay. So hopefully I'm giving you information, and I know I'm talking about spiritual stuff, but it's all tying together. Okay. Because you want to be coming from your heart space when you're doing this. If you feel compelled to do this. Yes. And then XDC, don't forget, everybody forgets about the beloved XDC, and that is the copper. Okay. And that's going to be used in real estate, smart contracts, and all this. So with your cold wallet, so you guys understand why you want to have a cold wallet, which is a separate device. I don't have one sitting here, but I mean, just say this is a cold wallet. Okay. It just looks like a jump drive. Okay. Oh, good, Trish. An XDC is literally like 3 cents. Electronic documents. Oh, good to know, Eagle. I didn't know what that stood for. And that makes sense because I know it's for smart contracts and all that in real estate. Okay, you guys. Anybody? Okay, yes, Diana. It is a physical wallet. So I want to get all this out because this is life-changing information. And Eagle, who's on here, or Blockchain Monkey, he is a credible person that knows about this, and he has a YouTube as well. So just in case you want some additional, but what I really want you guys to do is go onto Yandex and research this. XN, yes, model law, electrical trade documents. Nice. That's so awesome. They don't ship the cold wallet to APO address. What's APO? Yes. So I recommend the Descent wallet. I really, really like it. It's a biometric wallet, where you use your life field to open it, but you can house all the X coins on there. And don't forget Algo, but you can house XLM, XRP, and XDC all on one cute little device. And military address, I'm in South Korea, but from US. Okay. Well, you can figure this out. You can figure it out. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. Everything do it Wu Wei, meaning in flow. If you're having trouble buying it and you're having all these stops and it's complicated, like you can't figure it out, then you need to just take a break and walk away for a little bit. Oh, that's what APO means. It's a military. So yes, Diana, it's a physical wallet. It's a cold wallet so that you can store your tokens off the exchanges. Yeah, get a VPN. Yeah, you can totally do that. That's what people were doing. They couldn't, and I don't know if you can buy XRP in New York. You used to not be able to. And people are getting mad at me about that. I'm like, sorry. So it happens when you're in that kind of place. but people were getting a VPN so they could do it. So what else? So you guys get why you don't want to have it on the exchanges. Why well, I wouldn't offer Chris, and they don't even know who that is. Nobody needs help buying. Listen, you guys need to go on Yandex and research this. You can go to QFS1776.com. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Mel, he did put together a series of videos that will tell you all about, at about a 4th grade level, all about what's going on. It'll take you about 4 hours to go through those videos. Do you agree, blockchain? We got to talk about that offline. Because I interviewed with him and it's posted. Yeah. I don't know what it is. And he had Ishmael Perez at his quantum event. He didn't invite me to it, but he had Ishmael Perez at that event. Oh, you did, Eagle? Did it air? Mel wasn't very nice to me. I don't know. I don't think he doesn't like me for some reason. I mean, he hasn't said that, and if he's watching, which I doubt, but and maybe he heard me say, because he was watching me for a while, maybe he heard me say that I wasn't sure about him. But whatever, I don't care now because the cream is rising to the top. Just how you felt when you watched. Yeah. Well, he's dismissive, right? Because he doesn't, he thinks that he's going to go off, and he opened up this healing center and all this stuff with the scalar, like all of a sudden after. And he's all about the money. Okay. All he talks about is the money and like how his healing center is super cheap. Yeah. He thinks he knows all, but like he had Marina Jacoby on there. He had Marina Jacoby. Do you guys know who that is? She's like, talks about the harmonic reactor. She wrote a book and she talks all about the quantum and explaining the quantum field and all the science. He's insecure. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I know the template of guy that he is. But what was weird is, like, I just thought it was weird that he had me on the show, but then I found out that because he was like calling me and texting me all the time, and then he started pushing me to sell Purium. Purium is just a product, and I do, but I don't sell it like, I'm out there. But I only do it because it actually is incredible. But he was just like talking to me all the time and had me sign up and meet this guy, Ian, but made me think that he cared about my healing center and made me think that he was going to connect me with people, I don't know, that kind of thing. And then he did that interview. And then I did have a lot of people call me, talk to a lot of people that said they're interested in creating this community, but then they were like, but you're a woman, and so I don't think we're ready for that to be out in front. So I will help you, but I have to be out in front with everything. Well, I didn't care about being out in front, but this is my vision. And I want people that are like, we work shoulder to shoulder on this, not like you're out in front and you're this and you need to be silenced. I'm not going to be silenced. The divine feminine is not going to be silenced anymore. There are so many snakes out there. Definitely. Yeah, Danielle, it's crazy. So I did that interview and you guys can still see it. It's on his show. Well, I know. I'm like, I've birthed 4 human souls. No, 3. I said 4. Yeah, well, the divine feminine is in both of us. And this is actually what Allison and I were going to talk about, but it looks like she's not going to be able to come. But we were going to talk about that. So you have the divine feminine and divine masculine inside of you. And when they have suppressed, and that's the right brain is what the divine feminine, and that's your creative side, that's your loving side, compassion, empathy, all that. Yeah, I think too with him, exactly, Jeanette, and not silence. Like I want to bring out the woman who is like nurturing, compassionate, and loving. I don't want to take over the masculine, you know? I'm not looking to do what the men do. That's not what we need. Okay? That demasculates the men and puts the men in an disempowered energy when the woman is in. Yeah, and that is why they suppress. We do need that. Can you imagine if all women were like that? Not sitting here, cutting your hair all short, dyeing it purple, freaking being like Bulldog Durham, like, what are you doing? Like the world needs this like softness, compassionate, but you need that masculine to like get stuff done. But, a woman needs to like rest and like be in flow. A woman is not to be getting up all hurried and whatever they do. Yeah. And people don't get it, but it's something that is coming out. It is coming out where the divine feminine, when people start getting balanced in this manner, that's ultimate empowerment. Hey, Shay, how are you? One of my divine femmes right now who's getting out there and figuring it all out. And it's crazy. Okay, I'm done with my coffee. It's cold now. But this is super important. So when you're dealing with XRP or whatever, you want to, your first order of business right now to do everything is to be balanced. How do you be balanced? Is that what you're asking, Black Mark? How do you do this? How do you balance this? Like, this is for men and women. Okay. This isn't like when you hear divine feminine, we automatically think of. Yeah, we're live all over the world and you're in your nightgown. So you have to go.
I did my nails.
She's not getting dressed today. She's like, we're having a chill day. I'm like, okay, but you can't come into my office then. I'm on a balancing beam. Awesome. So how do we balance our divine feminine and our divine masculine? Hey, I got my divine nature cards. Let's see what spirit says. Let's see what message we can get. So what you want to do is first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself in observation mode. And people have been following me or that coached with me. They're like, yeah, Monica, you're always saying the same thing. But that's just what you do. I've been letting my inner goddess shine lately. Ooh, I know, Jeanette. I see her and I love it. I do too. I am too. It's like that's why I'm doing my dancing. Like I want to do dancing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go live and just do a dance party just because I want to dance. But then I'm like, oh, okay, I won't do it in front of everybody. Thanks, Jeanette. Well, sometimes I don't, but I'm really taking to heart taking care of myself and putting myself first. And I spend a good amount of time every morning doing all of my meditation, my yoga, my exercises, over the stuff I'm doing. My skincare. You can't hear me? Can everyone else hear me or just healthy? Hey, Danielle, how are you? I was just thinking about you because I was thinking about all your birds. Because I was telling Derek this morning or last night that I really want to, okay, good, that I really want to get doves. So the lady who, if you guys didn't see it, go check out my baby peacock or my video that I made yesterday. And it was us introducing our baby peacocks to the adult peacocks that they had already been coming up near their cage. But we introduced them. And so Stellar Lumens, XLM, that's the name of my adult peacocks. Well, they're 1 year old. I got them from a hatchery, sent in the mail as little chicks, pea chicks. Well, these other ones, my Saint Germain and Crystal, which are purple and, well, probably a pale, not a white, but purple and white peacocks. They got them from a lady who breeds them and loves them. Like she literally held them, for the 4 days or a week or 2 weeks or whatever she had them. So when we let them out, they totally flew up to Derek's. Oh, thank you, Randy. They totally flew up to Derek's arm, and Jermaine did. And I was like, oh my God. And then I picked up Crystal and she was there and I was like, oh my God, they're so sweet and so nice. Cause the other ones, they're nice, but they don't let us touch them like that. They never were. And I was saying, I want these doves because she's got doves there too, which I saw doves. And I was like, I still took it as like, I'm seeing doves because I tried ordering doves. And so I'm like, oh, I bet you they're the sweetest. And then Derek just kind of laughed and I was like, I can hear your thoughts. So he's like, well, I just think it's kind of funny that you always want all these animals. I don't know. And I thought of you, Danielle. I was like, I don't think Danielle thinks it's weird that I want all these birds. There's other people that love birds like I do. I don't know why. I just really, really like them. Oh, go to our link page. Yeah, if everybody can save, just go to my link tree and save that. So then if this account changes or gets banned or whatever, but that's how you get to all my social medias. You want them all too. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, wait till we have acreage, like real acreage. Danielle, I don't know if okay, that I did a video. I do these little videos, but they don't get really seen that much. But I went I had this thing like I need to get out. And so I drove in this whole lake it had geese, all different kinds of geese, ducks, white ducks. It had Muscovy ducks, or how you say it, Muscovy duck. One, of course, someone probably dropped it off. I don't know if you guys know about ducks. I love animals. XRP is going to get me a farm and converting into a sanctuary. I love it. Plus, we're all going to be getting whatever funds come back to us from the birth certificate scam. Okay. That is happening, people. Okay. 100%. 100%. And I just want to tell you that this is the message that I have, that I get every day throughout the day. That's like, tell everybody this, tell everybody this. And I'm like, yeah, but they just don't like it. So I don't want to say it. But this is the next big spiritual test coming up. Okay. That you're going to get your money. Let's say you're getting 100. Let's say if you get it in payments, you get 100,000 a month. Okay, that's more money than most of us have ever really seen in terms of, whatever, you get it. The trust. I'm really into nutrition and healing internally, so that is definitely what I plan on doing. When, Maureen, I'm hoping, or I'm thinking within 2024. Let's just say that. Let's just say within 2024. Yeah, it is a mic drop. If people realize this, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to get infused with funds that you've never in your wildest think would happen. You never thought that this would happen. That the government, it's all going to be exposed. It's all being exposed right now. All the stuff with Kamala, all this stuff that they're doing, it's all just to slowly open the rows of information. How can we apply for the humanitarian project? Well, I don't know what humanitarian project you're talking about. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure what humanitarian project you're talking about, but I heard that it will never happen. America is bankrupt. Of course you've heard that. Now you heard me. So now you can go on their lives and say, I heard that this is this. Yeah, there's a bunch of people out there saying this is BS and that they don't believe it's true and it's all hopium and Armageddon's coming. Okay. Okay. Well, I know, and I like, okay, I've read this entire document. Okay. I've read this entire document. Okay. I've read this entire document. Okay. This is the MJ disclosure document, 600 and some pages. Okay. I have gotten into the galactic information. I know for a fact that it's true. Does anybody ever listen to David Wilcox? Which a lot of people think or not a lot, but people think he's nutty. Why do you need a 503c? You're saying 502c. I don't know what that is. Yeah. So David talks about this, and I don't listen to anybody, but I started listening to him one day because, people, now that I'm in this, people's, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, he's like saying exactly what I'm seeing. Like I saw all this 5 years ago. This whole Jetson, Little House on the Prairie meets the Jetsons mixed with the little Garden of Eden. It's an actual template. And it's coming. You think that's funny? No, it's actually coming. So let me go back to what I was saying. So you're going to get this birth certificate money. And, you just watched him yesterday, his live that he did, the 4 or 5 hours he does. Like listens and fast forward and listen and fast forward because I kind of get like an idea of what the latest thing he's saying. And he's creating the jets and creating all this technology, and this David Wilcox. This year, Be Free, No TV. Okay, this year. Listen, another part of this that you may or may not believe, and you might think it's like magic, okay? What's lies? Okay, anybody that thinks that this isn't true, this is just a timeline that is available. If you don't see it, then your soul might have choosing a different timeline. That's okay, because there's lots of probabilities that you can go on. I'm just talking about my timeline, and there's a few of you that also feel like you're on this timeline. You guys feel like you know me, or you feel comfortable. Like, it's, you guys know you who know what I'm talking about. Yeah, definitely a timeline jump. This 5D world is already here. The energies are here. We're in the timeline. We're in that timeline now. So back to what I was saying, so you can kind of see like how this is going to go. I have, well, these are in my shop, but these are a Divine Nature Oracle deck. And I was going to draw one, which I've got mixed up to see for us. Okay, which one did we pick? We picked, Alchemize, which is perfect because I'm definitely an alchemist. Okay, we're alchemizing the energies. We're integrating the energies into something else. I mean, that's what sacred geometry, everything's sacred geometry. Everything is DNA. DNA is what makes up the physical matter, makes things physical. Okay, let's read this. So alchemize. That's what everybody needs to be doing right now. You are the alchemist of your own experience. See, this is perfect timing. This is quantum, because this is exactly what I want you guys to realize. So if you want to be on the timeline where we're all getting our birth certificate money, and that Trump did not get, and he's alive and all this, okay, you want to be on that timeline, then say, yeah. Oh, you want to teach your kids the sacred geometry? Oh, yeah. Start off blockchain. Just, I don't know how old they are. Because everything sacred geometry is just print out like the flower of life, print out mandalas, or get coloring books. They have coloring books that are actually really nice. Because the sacred geometry, see, I got sacred geometry up. It's all encoding, and you can actually change your child's brain by having sacred geometry, specific sacred geometry up in your house. You're on that timeline. Yeah, Connie's on that timeline. Okay, you are the alchemist of your own experiences, and nothing is more important than turning the lead of suffering into the gold of creative expression. Now, this is so perfect. Pain that is unexpressed turns into suffering, but pain that is grieved, mourned, and given its creative voice becomes art. The medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. This is your job right now as an alchemist. Take the raw materials of your experience and turn them into a song, into a dance, into art. Weave a story with the threads of your hope and despair. The cauldron is your life. The raw materials are your experiences. You are the alchemist with the power of transformation at your fingertips. Okay, that is perfect. Okay, literally, you guys, you could do anything you want to do. And I'm showing you this practical side. So you guys are going to get the money before we make this big change, and we're permanently in these higher energies, and you don't see me again. Everybody is going to get their, I don't know why they call it birth. I don't know why I call it birth certificate money. I just say it like that. Okay. The sous vide trust, all the money that was taken from you, taxes, fees, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's all coming back to you. And some reports say all the way back to the 17th century of your family. But I don't know about that. Doesn't matter. You're going to have money is not going to be a concern. Okay. And this is serious. This is serious. This is true. Serious and true. And I really want people to know that, because you know why? If I can get you guys, and it's not to scam you because of the fake scamming Monica accounts out there. Does sacred geometry have a code for abundance? Someone shared it, but now if that's true, well, I've got tons of sacred geometry abundance codes. Okay. And don't forget, abundance is a condition of my life. That is a code. Okay. That is a code. Do I have to do anything to receive? No. Okay. It doesn't matter. I never heard of sacred geometry first time. Okay. Sacred geometry is everything is frequency. And everything, if you could see the energy pattern, this is why I love crystals. Okay. This is why I love crystals, because I don't love crystals to be like, ooh, trendy, cool. I got crystals. It's because they have sacred geometry in them of another time. Okay. Which sacred geometry is just an energy. So behind me, those wooden, it's a flower of life, all these different shapes, and the Metatron cube. Okay, so there's sacred geometry frozen in here, which it's basically, okay, so think of it. How can I explain how this works? Because if you get this, it will literally change your whole life. So you have your aura, your biofield all around you. So it's made up of all this different sacred geometry patterns. Everything is a pattern. Okay, an energetic pattern. And those energetic patterns, they manifest into a physical look, a physical template. Okay. So that's why I can tell, I can just look at somebody. I know if they smoke, I know what food they eat. Um, I know a lot. I know stuff I don't want to know. No, but I do, because I have my software, and this is just something I have. Where I know the template. I know the sacred geometry pattern of somebody who smokes weed every day. I know what that looks like. I know what it looks like. Okay. They can put on the best clothes. They can put on whatever. Like, I can tell, I know what you're doing. But at the same time, like, now that I just see energy. So like, you were to ask him about that one guy, whatever his name was, Mark Z. To me, his sacred geometry, his biofield looks dark. It does not look, he doesn't look like somebody I would click on and listen to. And I go simply by what I see or what I feel. Oh, I love it, Penny. Abundance is a condition of my life. Okay, let me give you an activation. So it gives you kind of a taste. This is literally an activating abundance book. And people have tried to get this book, but they can't find it anymore. So I'm not trying to gatekeep it. It's just that I don't think you can get it now. But I want to keep on going back to the money. Look, there's even a wealth section here. The thing is with the money. Okay, the name of the book is Activating Abundance, and it's a what? I got a restriction because I talked about whatever. So now I have a restriction for kids. Regan Hillier and Juan Pablo Barahona. Okay. Yeah, they just always give me restrictions on TikTok. Probably because I talked about whatever. Oh yeah, Awaken Mind. Make sure you're following me over on YouTube. But listen, once you get that money, this is very serious. I keep on getting off or talk about other things just because there's so much, and I want you guys to hear this. Like the person that's in their kitchen and just feeling like, oh my God, what am I going to do? That's why I want that person to not to have hope and to feel good. our Rosie Life LOA channel on YouTube. I don't know who that is. I don't know who anybody is. I need to start finding those people. So if you see people that you think that would be good to interview or to do talks with, that we're in alignment, because there's not a lot of us, but there's more people are coming out that are seeing this timeline or that are on this timeline. So there's just tons of probabilities, but we're going to have the opportunity. You're going to have all this birth certificate money, let's say, okay? And money is not going to be an object. So right now, what people are saying when I've been talking about this for 2 years out loud is they're saying that they're waiting to start. First of all, they don't even have a humanitarian project. So they just like make up something and say that. And then they say, oh yeah, I really do. And I'm like, okay, well, start working on it. They won't. They won't, because they just want the money and they just want, so what's going to happen is that people are going to be using if you don't take this time right now to deal with your money blocks, to realize that you've been programmed into the survival mindset, what's going to happen is that you're going to get that money and you're either going to hoard it. You're either going to hoard it because you're afraid to lose it and to be in the position that we're all in again, or you're not going to take care of yourself, or you're not going to be taking care of humanity, and you're going to be selfish. Okay. And then, or you're going to just spend it all on yourself, go on a quote, quote, vacation, no, you don't want to be doing any of that. Okay. Not that we're all meeting, we're all going on vacation. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of gatherings that I personally will be hosting and putting together in 2024, this year, because it's all going down in 2025. We're going to be getting together. So I'm not saying like, don't go on vacation or don't, do anything like that. You need to take a business class. Yeah. Well, I can help you with that. Because that's one of the things I do. That's what I'm doing, is I'm like coaching people on how do you enter in this new world? What is this new world going to be like? How does social media work with it? You need to think about your business. What kind of service do you want to get? And in order for your business to be successful in the new earth, you need to have it. You need to know digital. You need to be online. You need to understand stuff. Yeah, I hope Maldives this year. Yeah, that's the trip. That's the first trip that we decided that we wanted to do. I was really hoping we'd be there as we speak, but is Trump helped by with this? Trump is part of the team on the earth level that's pulling this together. I know, Amanda. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Yeah. He is, but you guys, we are really the ones. We are really the ones with all the power. And so everything is happening fast. Remember, felt like it was like hurry up and wait. And it was like, when is this going to happen? When is it going to happen? And we are in it, you guys. We are going down. The roller coaster has launched. Okay. Ever since that day, 7/13, I think that was like a kickoff date. People who don't have houses with mortgages, will it be easy for them to get homes? What do you mean? What do you mean, will it be easy for them to get homes? Why? I don't understand the context of your question. When is the big trade show in Dubai? So that is October through April. So it's 172 days. I think I'm riding in the last car. What does that mean? So that I was like looking at that World Expo, and it's like, I need somebody that can plan the trip. because I don't understand the different shows that are going on. Yeah, well, I want to go, Eagle. I want to that are on this and that have stuff that we're creating and planning. I want to, and those of us that are going to be that want to create this community, to go to Dubai for the World Expo. It's a huge, huge expo that has all the future of like new earth stuff. The UAE alone is having 2 football fields alone of a pavilion. US is there. All the BRICS countries are there. And so developers will be there to develop the community, like, because I want to go big, 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 big. I'm like going to be outrageous in everything I'm thinking. You want to go so badly? I know, Melissa, I know it. So as soon as I can feel like we can really do this, because now I'm like you, Melissa, I'm in a position where I can't, but I think we're supposed to be here now. We're all supposed to be at home. We've all lost our jobs, lost everything. We're just kind of sitting here now. Yeah, I would love it, Eagle. Yeah. It's like, I want there to be a group of us, and I really would love, like, I'm kind of putting together, but it's all going to happen organically, because like with my, like, I'm going to get property and I'm going to start this healing center. Okay. And it's going to be like a spa, this huge thing where people around the world will come. And but people who want to do this in their community or their business, I still want you guys, I want you guys to be a part of this, because basically I'm trying to bring together all of us that are doing this. And I'm really good at, I don't know, seeing things, showing you, like, hey, like the World Expo. Okay. Like, I know about that from working at the Economic Development Council years ago. For years, I learned there's all this resources and stuff. And so people who want to also, everybody's going to be creating. How do I create my business? How do I open up this shop? How do I do this? How do I do that? So yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm going to scream up and down when we're standing on the whatever private jet, or we're telecommuting. I don't know how we're going to get there. I can't wait. Can't wait, Randy, until we do cheers. Want me to get people to help know different steps along the way? What do you mean? We'll have the plasma beds, Monica, in your healing. I would love to, Terry. Yeah. So I am ordering, or I have been ordering, and I have been acquiring stuff for this time for 4 years. I ordered a med bed, at home version, 7 people, that hooks up to the Starlink satellite and sends down plasmic energy just for that person, can heal 7 people at once. I have that, and we've been waiting literally for 2 years for it. And then I also have a replicator that I bought, that is a replicator that is going to replicate everything, food and drink and items. So I have that coming. But everything, yeah, I do. I'm telling you, I'm from the future, but I just pose as a sweet little lady. Sweet little lady, but I'm telling you, I'm taking us into the future. I'm taking us into the future. And yes, there are other people are doing it too, but I'm the only one that decided to go, hey, I want to tell the everyday folk about this, and I want to create something for them. I want to be somebody that has everybody come to my healing center and get healed with quantum technology. What was the website you signed? Okay, I'm not. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm not falling for that trick again about, I'm not even going to talk about it. Can you, yeah, I'm not going to. I closed my hair salon of 15 years last May. I've been doing clients at home, still surviving. Yeah. Do you want to reopen, Lori, or do you want to have a new salon? I know, Randy. I was like, close one though. I think that that's become like a thing. Oh, you lost your salon during COVID? Yeah, see, I was buying a spa in a blowout and a brow salon, of course, a brow one in Seattle, and the deal fell through. And so then I went to go buy another spa um in Redmond, and I bought this place called Bombshell, but then it ended up not working out. And I had to take him to court and all this. And it was like, I felt like God was just like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And thank God I did not. Thank God I did not have that business open up. It would have been over in Seattle. They're still living like it's 2020 there. What if we are ready for retirement? Then I don't know what retirement means. I don't know what that means. Because nobody is going to be working. Nobody has to work or will be working, 9 to 5 or working a slave. The slave system is over. Yeah, Randy just retired. But he's already retired. What does that even mean? You mean when are you going to get out of the slave system and live off of the little pittance of money they allowed you to have? Yeah, so you guys can do whatever you want. And that's like my community that I'm setting up. It's going to have where you can live there and you just you can take care of the gardens. We're going to have restaurants on there. We're going to have whatever. We're going to have a whole life. It'll be like like how they make these communities with everything, but all this crazy stuff. Like my husband's is in charge of the Funplex. So he was actually looking at these amazing water slides that they have in Paris that they're showing. And he's like, that would be amazing to have. Yeah, it's going to be love, peace, and harmony. I'm into serving people, hair health, growing my own food. Awesome. So you're going to be doing that with other people now. So instead of being the separatist program, it's a literal program that is it's going to be unity consciousness. And we're going to be doing all this stuff together. So like right now I have a garden, I have all this food and all these eggs and all this stuff, and the neighbors will not take it. They're going hungry, but they will not take it. Okay. But if I sell it, perfect job for Jarek. Oh yeah, he loves it. Of course, he's not like, I'm the one that look into it because I want it to be like a garden, and then like all these, and we're going to have a section of hot air balloons. So you could take a hot air balloon and look over the community. It's going to be like Willy Wonka, Garden of Eden, Jetsons. Little House on the Prairie comes in because of the whole like kind of the forager diet, or like the way with like clean, which I don't know how it's going to work with meat and everything because people lose their taste for it. But right now, that's what we're eating: meat, butter. We're going to have chefs that actually can cook, and they'll be cooking from the garden. All the food will be from the garden. We'll have a juicing place. We'll have meditation places. We will have labyrinth gardens. So yeah, you want to be retired? I'll be there. I'm going to be right there with you. I'm looking at these cool independent drones. They're already out. You can get in them and you just hover over and take a class. hover over, do a meditation with me. Yeah. Why not? I think it's fun. And the world will be out there because this is a process going into the golden age. Okay. This is a process. It's going to be, 2030 when we're really living in it. So these next few years are, they have to be, obviously. We're ending this. And you could tell, doesn't everything feel like it does? It feels like it's like, what's going on? Why is everything so dusty and dirty and broken down? Why aren't things being repaired? Why are employees so weird and like checked out? What's going on? Obviously, because we're going into a new era. But what I want to tell you is it's an era of abundance for humanity. So just like read about the crash, it's really interesting to do this, you guys, and go on Yandex. Read about the crash of 1929 and read about the Great Depression and all that. Okay. And then flip all that. Okay. Flip it all. So I'm going to be having a big Great Gatsby party. Huge party. I already have the caterer. I found the caterer I want. Okay, we're going to be celebrating. I know it. We're going to be celebrating 24, 25. We're going to be celebrating. But just keep in mind, that's right. This happens every 100 years. That's right. We've actually had lots of different money changes. The last one we got off the gold standard in 1974 when I was born. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. And you guys are all invited. Okay. And you guys, it's going to be, that's why I want more people to know that this is going to be awesome. And I know that there's days or moments, that you're like walking around and it's like, oh my God. Okay. But then it's like, just, text me or go outside or go into the group or watch a video, something that will uplift your spirits, and say no to anything that doesn't protect your peace. Yes. And breathe. That will change everything. If you do the 444 breathing and get oxygen in your cells, that changes your sacred geometry and it gives you a chance to make another decision. Oh, nice. Gulf Shores of Alabama. I've never been, Lori, but I'm hoping to. That's one thing I'm thinking, like, I don't know how it'll be. Like, I want to go around to all the different places. I really want to travel, go back to traveling for the next year and a half while I'm creating. So I'm hoping that the Dubai Expo that I really go there and I meet some developers and, I can start the project. You've been to Dubai? Yes, it is awesome. I've been there quite a few times, like 3 or 4 times. I even have my passport cover is a Burj Khalifa building. So this is all really, really good news. I guess I don't need this book. This is all really, really good news. A new world's coming. I want you guys to hold on to that as truth. And if you feel angry or annoyed with me, it's okay. You just might be on a different timeline. And that's what you can say. Everybody's going to ascend, but not everybody is going to ascend in their current bodies at this time. Okay. So we have to respect everybody's ascension. And, you're going to see a lot of people leaving us in the next little bit, like you're already seeing it. But it's all meant to be. It should be in 2020. It's sometime in 2024, Barbara. Okay, I've literally said that. And you guys don't want to be thinking like that. Okay, you don't want to be thinking unless it's your first time hearing this and you're just genuinely curious. Oh, okay, good, Barbara. I just want, only because I want you guys to stay in the highest timeline, and we are choosing everything that is around you, everything you're seeing, hearing, you're choosing to hear it and choosing to have it. And you can choose to look into this information, okay, and see that, like, I have no motive. I know they made it look like I have ulterior motives, so it weakens my message. And they've done a great job. They've done a great job and lost all my followers and all this. But the light always prevails, and they don't realize how much tenacity and that I'm like on their game, onto their game. So you are going to create this. So if you want to, if you're interested in crypto, it's not called crypto, but if you're interested in investing in the new economy, do it by yourself, completely by yourself. You do not need help. Go get a cold wallet, either Decent, DCENT wallet.com or ledger.com. And then go on to Uphold or Coinbase and select the ISO 222 compliant tokens. Look it up on Yandex so you know what they are that you want. I also suggest, this is for people who don't know anything, what you want to do when you're selecting your cryptos. And this is how you won't end up with a bad one like BTC, because you go and you learn what their utility is. And what does that mean? You learn what are they used for in the new economy? What is XRP used for? Ooh, what? It's used to move every single transaction that will ever go on in the world in milliseconds. Oh, it's 50 cents. Okay, yeah. I'll take that. Okay, you just use common sense. But any ISO 200 tokens, 22 tokens will be great. Okay, we're literally talking about, you go to Starbucks, which you shouldn't be because you're being poisoned. But if you do, you're spending $7. Or if you go out and have drinks, you're going out and having drinks with the girls, okay, and you're buying your own drinks. So that's, you know what you know what you guys should do. Ooh, this would be amazing. Those of you that are like, ooh, I love this. What do you mean the cold wallet? Descent or Ledger? I love Descent because you can put all X coins on there. Okay. And after you buy, how do you switch it to the cold wallet? Get your cold wallet. You get it home. It's an actual product. It's an actual product, and you want to get it from the company. Do not order it on Amazon. Do not order it on eBay. Do not do that because they hack them. So then you get it. Does somebody have a step-by-step to show you how to get it off? Okay, you guys, you're jumping ahead because you're getting worried that you're not going to be able to figure it out. Okay. I'm telling you, I did this on my own. I didn't do the cold wallet, but I did buy it and everything. And I could easily do the cold wallet because the cold wallet tells you when you purchase it, it has a book and it tells you everything to do. But in the meantime, after you order it, this is what you do. This is all mentalism. You just sit there and say, oh, I am doing this. I'm doing this. Okay. I don't care what it takes to learn it. I'm doing it. Okay. Then you write down the tokens that are sitting in your heart that you want to purchase, and you write them down. And then you go over to YouTube and start just watching some videos. Go watch Blockchain. He's in here and he's a legitimate person with real information. He's connected. When I say connected, I'm talking about connected or connected. Uphold will hold the tokens for 65 days till you can transfer to a cold wallet. Yeah, see, I don't want to get into all that. I don't want to get into all that. You guys have to learn all these different things and do where your heart leads you. If your heart's saying go to Uphold, go to Uphold. Stop listening to everybody's going to tell you something. If I went by all the stuff that everybody tells me all the time, which I don't know why people tell me stuff now, because I'm like, what? Because you get to a point where you're creating what you do. You're creating it. You're not paying. You're not doing. You're not whatever. You're doing what you want. So if you want tokens, and if like Melissa's saying you have to hold it for 65 days, I heard that they took that off. But if they are doing that, then maybe you think, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to buy it on Coinbase. But what I'm saying is, if you take the route where you don't want to spend the money on a cold wallet, okay, but you're going and buying Starbucks, you're going to buy drinks or whatever, and I'm not judging you for it at all. I'm just trying to show you kind of, I know it's hard to make this transition. I've been off Starbucks for 4 years. And I used to be in this whole life, so I know. But I just want you to just put aside the 3D stuff that you've been doing for just a minute. So now I'm going to tell you, I still want you to get the cold wallet. I wouldn't advise you holding up. I think it's going. Okay, I'm not going to advise, and I don't want to talk about that. Okay, I don't want to talk about all the little intricacy rules about Uphold or Coinbase or any of that. People need to go with their heart. You need to go to YouTube, go to Yandex, and watch videos. You need to learn what the QFS is. It's not just about money at all. You need to learn, and do the research. Don't purchase this. If you're doing this from the vein that you just want to you want money, and your mind is thinking like, oh, I'm going to get a mansion, or I'm going to get a jet, or whatever, all these kind of type things. Or even, it doesn't even matter if you're like, well, I just want to move out. You're still thinking like we're going in the old world. And I'm trying to tell you, you're not going to have to worry about money. You're not going to have to worry about money. So anybody who is struggling with getting these tokens and it just feels too hard, they don't understand it, this is just my perspective. It's not meant for you at this time. It's not meant for you at this time, or you need to take a break and do more research on it. Okay? Because in this new frequency, it's all by the heart frequency. It's all by the love frequency. I'm sorry. That's an actual thing. It's an actual frequency. And that is this cosmic energy that's coming down. And anything that is not done, any of your thoughts, that are from the point of, that aren't coming from love and are coming from greed and coming from lack and coming from survival, it will not work out. It will not work out for you. Something will happen. And I tried to warn people about this from the very beginning. And of course, I didn't know that I was going to be used. My own identity was going to be used to scam people for the very thing that I'm telling people that are going after money, and not thinking about, like, for me, like, I had all the stuff for my healing center that I wanted to do, my retreat center, whatever you want to call it. And I was talking all about it, and I was like, I don't know how it's going to do. I don't know anything. And then I got led into the information about Zim bonds, and I just knew it was something, and I figured out how to get them. And everything has I'm like, this is gonna be able to fund, this is how we're gonna be able to fund the thing. And that's what I told my husband. I was like, look, see? And he felt it too. And that's when I knew too. That's more because he doesn't really respond to stuff or like look into stuff. And he took all the training from the Loved One Society. It's just humanitarian stuff. And this is real, you guys. Our whole lives are going to be changing for the better. Okay. So everyone being high uplifted and excited, that's going to make this happen quicker, but it is for sure happening. Even though I'm sticking my neck out by saying that, I am, and I'm getting a lot of flack. So, because for whatever reason, well, I know why, but for whatever reason, the, certain groups are saying that it's only going to be an Armageddon timeline. It's only going to be a negative timeline. And we're going to a digital currency that's going to be completely controlled and all of this. Will we be working our jobs in the same way we do today? No, you will not. You will. So 60 to 70% of jobs are going to change here in a minute. And I'm going to say that every single thing that you do currently in 5 years from now or so, this is a transition. Everything will change. Everything will change. Like some of the holographic technology that's coming out. Yes, each person that changes from the inside, one of the comments is, it's up to us. We must change ourselves to make the best outcome. Yes. So when you guys, so these are all the ways that you guys can raise the vibration of the planet in your current way. One is supporting each other. So everybody that's on here, so there's not a bunch of people on here. So that's people that want to hear this. Follow each other, interact with me. Okay. And we're on the positive timeline. Hey, Philip, how are you? I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Oh yeah, interact with the live, like with likes while you're watching it. Even on, if you can on YouTube, I don't know, just because we're trying to get this out, and that all helps bring in the new earth and gets us closer to being done with this process. The only thing what that gal was saying is all it. Each of us individually that awakens to who we are and our power. That's what's gotten us to this point. That we actually were able to destroy the old timeline, the Armageddon timeline. We can't get on that. Now, if you're not on this, watching this, there are people that are on that time, on the transhumanism timeline. Trying so hard to keep my vibes high. My husband is in low vibrations, wearing me down. Lori, consider joining our group, because if you join our group and get involved in it, meaning like you just show up for the Sunday, we always meet on Sundays, but then I pop on there and we're just like, do stuff during the week. Oh, and now I'm interviewing again. I'm interviewing people, not interviewing so much, but I'm having conversations with my members. So my members who are on here, I'm going to just start going live like this, like I am. And in fact, even now, okay, but I guess we've been on here a while. I'm going to get off soon. But I send you the link, and then I want to be on here and talk about all of the stuff we're going through and dealing with partners and friends and stuff that in living, how do you live with somebody that just seems like they're at different planes, and what do you do? So we're going to start having those conversations. And so Lori, and it's all to make you feel like basically I'm putting my physical community, it's all virtual. So you go to my link tree, but I have a website for it. It's www.therealityshifters.com. Yeah. And it's kind of like a Facebook, and it's just a place, that everybody just kind of knows that they can land. But we're the people that participate and the people that are part of the things that we do in there and interact with me. We all feel we love it. We love it. And we see this and people kind of fade in different ways. And it's like $8.88 a month. It's really inexpensive, or you can do $88.88 for a year. So then it's even cheaper. I started to try to let people know what's going on 2 years ago. Some are now just getting it. Yeah. Well, 2 years ago is when I felt like, hey, John, how are you? John's in our group. Join the crazy club. Yeah. Yeah. It's like there's lots of information in the group. So you can learn about the QFS. I post articles, I post videos, I write things. Yeah. And it's not like I'm leading the group, but other people post stuff. I want that. It's just like, think about it like Facebook, but you're not, or TikTok, but you're not. You can make videos, you can post videos on there, but you're not dealing with all this 3D junk. There is currently, I did have the membership free at first, because a year ago, just because I was getting banned all the time. I just need to get everybody over there. And there was like 400 members, but we have, I think, like 88 members, something like that. It fluctuates and changes, and you can tell people about the group. And I do have a program in the group, but I don't think people know it. So there's like a gold level, silver level, bronze level. So like if you invite X amount of people, you get these different levels. And then I send you like a Raw with Peace sweatshirt or coffee cup or something like that. But we're just getting it going. But I knew to have everything set up. I have everything set up for as people awaken. Because when I awokened, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening to me. And so I would have loved to have a group. And I know it feels weird, like you're like, joining a group and you don't really know people or know me or feel like you don't know me. But it's just, I'm just telling you, it's different. It's not like this thing. Like, I don't have any judgment. Like, I'm just anybody who's on this timeline and that wants to roll up their sleeves and be leaders, like be shoulder to shoulder with me, leading these communities, whether it's in their own place, like bouncing off ideas and just being around each other, talk about like, oh, I'm trying to do this in my community. What are you guys doing? So once I start working on my community, there's a guy I hope he's still in the group, Mark, who is from the UK, and he's opening up a school and a whole healing center and everything in the UK. He has property that he was eyeing, and him and I talk, but we haven't talked in a while. He had to go take a job working for the post office because this is taking so long. So anyway, it's all great news. It's all really good news. So please keep that in mind. And when people are depressed, if you feel like they're open to it, share my information, tell them about the reality shifters. And just know with the reality shifters that excuse me. I got spirit talking to me, going through me. That there are websites. There's realityshifters.com, and that will lead you to, thank you, you guys. That will lead you to a different one. I've got copper jewelry That's nice. So that's one thing. I know one more. That's one thing if you have products or something that you're creating in the new earth for the new earth and for this whole timeline, you can join the reality shifters, therealityshifters.com. Um, and you can have your all your stuff posted on there. So we have Monica's got her organizing group. We have a raw chef who's doing some things. She's going to do more. I know, Lori. I feel drawn to you too. I feel drawn to everybody though that really like once you guys really get this, you're connected to this because this is what we're doing right now. We're finding each other. We're all going out there finding our like-minded souls and we're coming together. We can't do this alone anymore. We can't be by ourselves anymore. So I just put myself out here to be here or during this time, and it's going to start getting real crazy. So everybody's listening to this, keep in mind as you're thinking about stuff and whatever, if things get really nuts and you're just like, I gotta go somewhere, I gotta change things. Okay, people can start coming here. Okay, because we could create this community from this town because it's like vacant. So just, yeah, I do too, Danielle. And it's crazy, Danielle, like we don't even see each other or talk but we feel each other. That's why it's like I'm not in the group like all the time because I just have to space my time. Like right now, I got to get going so I can spend time with Nat and do stuff. I love it, Randy. Like I feel so emotional about it. Like I just wonder like when we meet in person. I mean, this has been such a journey. Oh my God. Such a journey for all of us. Like thinking about all the people we've lost. All these lessons we've learned. All the stuff that we've made it through. And we're here. We're here today. We're still standing. I know, Karen. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be doing that too. So I've got all these different events that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to do like a retreat, which we're looking at the Maldives. I'm going to put together like a whole retreat like I do. And then, but I want to have an initial party, like my Great Gatsby party. I've literally been talking about it for 4 years. I'm like, it's going to be in February. I can feel it. But we're going to have it. Yes, the divine feminine are linking together. Yep, as we're getting balanced and balancing our energies and we're wielding that creative energies and we're changing the world. We're the leaders and warriors of light. Yes, so also, again, before I close, I'll just reiterate so that everybody knows. I am pulling from my group, the reality shifters, for all of my opportunities, all the things are going to come up and it's going to start getting wild and fun. Okay. So I'm starting now where I'm just doing people who are going through the ascension. They're waking up. You could be at any phase, but you just need to be comfortable talking. And we're just going to go live. I'm going to go live like this. And, we can have like 2, 3 people, 4 people, 10 people on Sundays. I'm going to put it on live on Sundays, unless the group says they don't want it. But we're getting our word out and it will develop into something more, it will develop into something more and be a group, of people that are changing other people's lives and giving people a light line. Not a lifeline, a light line to their lifeline. Because your stories matter. Every one of your stories of how you've come through this, how you knew about different things, how you've maneuvered through, your relationships through this, how you've triumphed, how you've not, how you felt like you failed, and how you felt like you were alone, but you still managed to make the right choice, right? Or something like that. You overcame an addiction, you left a spouse, an abusive spouse, you chose yourself for the first time in your entire life, and you're seeing yourself bloom. How'd you do that? We want to know. And I want to talk to you. And I want to share it because I love it, Kim. Yeah. And we're all still waking up. We're all still, every single day, we're waking up to more and more information and more illumination and enlightenment. And I want to be somebody on YouTube or whatever media out there that is not just doing videos about how other people are wrong and how this person's full of crap and how religion isn't true and how Trump is fake and blah, blah. Nope. I want to do it about like, hey, everybody, we're going to this new earth. We are going to it. We're going to, humanity is freed. The debt slavery system has been halted and is over with. The reptilians are scurrying away. And now the light beings are going forward. And we are going to need to use that divine energy, creative energy, to create the world we want to see. And that's what during this whole Lionsgate portal that we just went through, and today is the height of it. And Trump's going to be talking to Elon tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on X. So I'll be definitely listening to that. I don't know if I'll listen to it, but I will be paying attention to what the comms are and what he's saying. All done just dealing with the Walmart managers. Yeah. Yeah. The Walmart managers. And those are the people that literally are managing, the banks or whatever. And they're just or, a store. You go into a store like here in the South, it's like they think all this is real. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. I don't know if it's a combination between that everything's changing and people are weird everywhere, because I haven't been back at Washington since this has changed. But the people in the South, they think that all this is continuing. Their kids are going to public schools. They don't care. They stand in line for fast food. They don't they literally don't know what's going on. Well, I think that I jumped out of the frying pan into the fire coming here. I thought I was like, oh, I got to get away from these white liberals that are posting freaking signage with all these social justice issues everywhere. I'm like, what is going on? Okay, but this is the thing here. They're just blatantly like this. They're blatantly like this, but they cover it up and they say that they have Southern hospitality and they have churches everywhere. They think that if they go to church and they, but they're not living it. They're not living it. They are mean and nasty. In my experience, of course, there's been a couple nice ones, but all the nice people I've met here, they're not from here. Louisiana's heavy, especially my town. Like, are they like racist or what? That's how it is here. But they don't like anybody that's not from there, anyone who doesn't look like them. If you don't go to church, then you don't, whatever, I got approached by an Eastern Star. Ooh. What is that? Eastern Star. Oh yeah, I definitely was supposed to be here in this area. the person who created this, helped create the software that I use, she said that this town has been taken out of the matrix. It's been taken out of it. And it's like frozen. And it feels frozen. Oh, there's two. Yeah, there's two Masonic lodges here. Oh, you're saying you got approached? Is the female version of the Masons? What are you saying, Philip? But the human trafficking, the Belton family, I found all this out recently. I'm just doing a constant research on the town and finding about more and more. But they literally basically were one of the main families that started the slavery is human trafficking. It's just, that's all it is. So they basically started all that. Oh yeah, Danielle, that's creepy. That's creepy. I live in Anderson County in South Carolina, but the town is Belton. I have a few clients I can talk to about this stuff, but no one is on the level as here. Yeah, no one's on this level. As I find out all the time and feel very alone. I have nobody to talk to and nobody understands what I'm saying. But now I'm just coming out with it. I'm just like, okay, I know it sounds crazy, but this is really happening. We are going on this timeline. And the people who need to hear that information, they'll be attracted to me. We have mansions from Astor family, Roosevelt. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, I just joined. Do you see that? I love it when I join myself. I just blocked myself because they're like scammers. So anyway, well, I think I gave you guys enough stuff for today. Okay. And I guess Allison didn't end up coming. But that's okay. She'll be on. And like I said, anybody who wants to do it, join the group, Reality Shifters, so that we can coordinate. And that's where we talk and we have a central location. Yay, it was good to see you guys too. I'm glad I'm back on safely on TikTok for now. Okay. Well, we will talk to you. Yeah, good. Yeah, everything's going to be great. Be excited and everybody plan on watching tonight just to kind of see because it's all comms. Okay. It's all comms. So I'll be seeing what they're saying. Okay. I don't know how to take this live off, but I'll figure it out. Okay. We'll talk to you later, TikTok. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm still in here. Bye, Danielle. Thanks for coming today. And hopefully everything's going good with everyone. So I will see you. So this will be uploaded right away onto YouTube. So we can share it, whatever we want to do to just get the word out that good news is here. That's our mission right now, so that everybody is high vibrational. That's my mission for right now. Okay.